A great marriage is a wonderful thing. When you have a broken arm and you have to sit in a sling day and night for 6 weeks and can't do anything, that's the guy you want to marry, the one that'll be absolutely stellar at that time. As you get older in your marriage, you realize you have given yourself an absolutely phenomenal gift. There's nothing quite like it. And I'm blessed that way, that I have a husband who loves me and cares for me, who's my very best, most intimate friend. I'm 68 now, he's 70. And we talk about it. We don't know how long the two of us will both be alive. And every day is a real treasure. And we're very thankful for that. My husband is a man of God. He studies the Bible and good theological books. One year he read Leviticus 9 times. He just wanted to really get familiar with it. He's that type of a fellow. He's always been like my older brother in Christ. Well, he is my older brother in Christ. I can always count on him. He taught at the Lawrence Academy for 20 years. Everyone from surgeons to children, classical guitar and or voice. And he had a small adjunct at the Lawrence Conservatory of Music for many years. He's a very loving and gentle and patient and kind and decent and admirable and splendid person. He likes the things that I like, and I like the things that he likes. We love to be in nature. We love talking. We love to talk about the Lord and the Bible. We had some very good marriage advice when we first got married. I began to ask the couples in our ministry that had great marriages what their secret was. One fellow had red hair, thin guy. He was a Vietnam vet who was really shattered, and that was very traumatic to be in war for him. And he was married to a woman about 10 years older than he was. And she was a very strong woman, Hispanic woman from Detroit. They were about as opposite of just naturally like people that would have married and have a great marriage. But they loved the Lord, and they were the most wonderful couple. They just adored each other. They didn't have children, but they had cats. And he called her affectionately Pookie. And so I asked them, I said, well, what is your secret for a happy marriage? Because the honeymoon is over here. Well, when he was in Vietnam, his little, I don't know what you would call it, the little group of soldiers he was with a commander, every night they would have a debriefing. And whether it seemed important or it seemed very unimportant, each person was to share what went on, what they observed, what they heard, what they experienced during the day. You can imagine in Vietnam, even a child showing up could have been a deadly encounter. But they did that so that every day they shared what they experienced, what they thought. They're very deeply intertwined that way. And it meant that their worldview, if you will, stayed connected. They didn't drift off one direction and another. And they could hone their opinions and so forth day by day. Another couple, they had this wonderful marriage, but she explained that when they were early married, they would get home from whatever they were doing in the ministry, whatever job they had, and they just let it all hang out. And they were to the point where one night he got in bed facing that way and she got in bed facing that way because they just didn't want anything to do with each other. And they started to talk. They said, it really shouldn't be this way. And they made a pact that they were going to treat each other more spiritually as husband and wife than the way they treated people out in the world. You know, we put on our best manners for people that are at the job or clients or who knows who. But they were going to put out their best for their spouse. And I think that was just great advice also. And she encouraged me that faith means that black is white. No matter how dark things may seem in your life or in your marriage or whatever circumstance, that as you trust the Lord, He'll turn things around. And He certainly did that for us.